Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's physical education lesson. This week we are going to be learning the skill cues for the underhand throw and the underhand roll. We're going to practice underhand throwing and rolling, and at the end you will complete an exit ticket about what you did well and what you could have improved on. We'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. For today, first, we will be learning the proper skill cues for the underhand throw and roll. So the proper steps that you will take to underhand throw and roll. Then you will do a warm-up. After your warm-up, you'll be doing throwing and rolling activities. And last, you will complete an exit ticket. You will need some equipment today. First, you will need a ball or something that you can underhand throw and roll. So preferably something that rolls. If you cannot find something that rolls, it's okay. This can be modified to all underhand throwing instead of rolling. So you can crumble up a paper and make it into a ball. You can use a pair of socks rolled up as a ball. You can use a stuffed animal. Get creative and find something that you can underhand throw and preferably roll as well. Next, you will need a target. So this target could be an area that you mark off outside, inside. It can be a piece of paper that you draw a circle on as a target. Anything that you can safely throw at can be a target. Keep in mind, the size of your target is going to determine how difficult it is to hit the target. So if your target is small, it's going to be higher difficulty. If your target is large, it will be a little easier. So if you're a more advanced thrower, maybe you want a smaller target. If you're new to underhand throwing and rolling, maybe you want that target a little bigger. The empty water bottles are optional. So if you do have empty water bottles or jugs of some sort that you can use, we can set 6 of those up like bowling pins for the underhand rolling portion. If not, it is okay. You can use the target that we talked about from before instead of water bottles. Last, you will need a piece of paper and a pencil because you do want to keep score while you're completing these activities. Go ahead and pause this video so that you can go find your equipment and then come back. Next, we are going to talk about the underhand throwing and rolling cues. Number 1, you will face your chest to your target. Chest to target. You're going to step with your opposite foot. So if I throw right-handed, I'm going to step with my left foot. Not the foot on the same side as my throwing hand, the foot on the opposite side. We use tick-tock when we talk about the swinging motion of your arm. So when you bring your arm backward, it's the tick. When you bring it forward to release, it's the tock. And then you're going to follow through and release to your target. If you're throwing underhand throw, you're going to want to release around your waist area with the ball in the air towards the target. If you're underhand rolling, you're going to release at the ground so that the ball will roll. So this first video is an underhand throw. Chest to target to start. Doing the tick motion. Stepping with the opposite foot. Bringing the arm forward for the tock. And releasing at the waist, and see how the arm follows through. That's what it should look like. Next we have the underhand roll. Same form as the underhand throw, but releasing it to the ground. Warm up. 10 shoulder taps. Shoulder taps are in push-up position, taking your arm or your hand and touching your opposite shoulder. Then you're going to do 5 squats, 5 sit-ups, 10 big arm circles, and high knees for 30 seconds. High knees, you're running in place, bringing those knees to your chest. Please pause the video and complete your warm-up. Okay, we're going to talk about activity 1. Activity 1 is all underhand throwing. So you will begin by standing 3 steps away from that target that you have created. You're going to underhand throw your ball or your object 10 times trying to get it to land inside of the target. You're going to do this 10 times, so 10 throws from 3 steps away. You're going to need your pen and paper for this because you will keep score. You get 1 point if whatever you're throwing hits the target. You get 2 points if whatever you're throwing hits the target and stays inside of it, does not roll out. And you get 0 points if you do not hit the target at all. This is what it will look like. So here's my target. I am 5 steps away. I'm releasing the ball. And it landed inside the target, so I scored 2 points. Please pause the video and complete your 10 throws. The next part of activity 1, just like what you did a minute ago, but now you're going to stand 5 steps away from your target. So before you were only 3 steps away. If we are farther away from our target, that means we need to use more force. We need to throw a little bit harder to get the ball to our target. Same scoring as before. Please pause the video and complete the second part of activity 1. And the last part of activity 1, this time we are standing 7 steps away from our target. So once again, think about the force that you will need to get your ball or your object to the target. Go ahead and pause the video and complete step 3 in activity 1. Okay, now we're going to take some time to reflect. Think about the equipment that you used and how did that affect your score. Was your target too big or too small? Was it too challenging or not challenging enough? Maybe you had a ball that kept rolling out. So maybe if you didn't have a ball, but you had something else instead that didn't roll, it would have stayed in your target more often. What about your release? Did you release at your waist? Was the ball going too high in the air, meaning you did not release at the right point? Did your arm follow through? Did you have enough force to reach the target, or did you have too much force to reach the target? I want you to pause the video and think about those things. Now we're moving on to activity 2, and this is the underhand rolling portion where we are bowling. So once again, if you do not have a ball, you will not be able to roll. That is okay. We will do underhand throwing if you cannot roll. So it's going to be the same as before. You're going to underhand throw instead of roll. If you do have a ball, though, I would like you to roll. So you're going to stand 3 steps away from your target, and you are rolling your ball this time. If you have those empty water bottles and you want to set up 3 in the back, 2 in the middle, 1 in the front, like bowling pins, then your scoring is going to be a little different. So you're going to score like you would in bowling. Take a turn. If you knock down 3 of the 6, your score is 3. Unlike bowling, you don't get 2 turns. So you go once. You get the score for how many of the 6 you knocked over, set them back up, and go again. We're doing this for 10 throws. 10 throws. So if you're throwing at your target, 1 point if it hits it, 2 points if it lands inside and stays inside, 0 if it misses the target altogether. Please pause the video and complete your 10 underhand rolls from 3 steps away. You will notice that the release here and the positioning for rolling, the ball is going to be on the ground. So it needs to be released low to the ground, whereas before when we were throwing, we were releasing at our waist and the ball was traveling in the air. Activity 2, step 2. This time you are 5 steps away from your target, so think about that force once again. A little further away, might need a little more force. Please pause the video and complete step 2, activity 2. And last, you are 7 steps away from your target this time. 7 steps away, 10 throws, keeping score. Please pause the video and complete your 10 throws, underhand rolls from 7 steps away. Okay, and I want you to, once again, reflect. Reflect on your underhand roll. How did the equipment change your score? Was the target too big or too small? Did you release at the ground? Did you release too high, too low? Was there enough force? Last thing I want you to do is complete the Google Forms link. The link is in the same classwork assignment as this video. So please make sure after you're done with this video, you go back into your assignment, click on the Google Forms link, and complete the assignment. I need you to put your first and last name in the Google form. The questions that it's going to ask you are just the same as our reflection. I'm going to ask you what went well. Maybe you made sure you stepped with the correct foot. Maybe you released where you should have. And what didn't go well? Did you have too much force, not enough force? Was your target not the right size? That's all I'm asking, is to type a little bit up about what your reflection was. If you need help, please email me or message me on Google Classroom. I look forward to teaching you all online this week, and I hope to see you soon.